Now, I want to go over something non-mathematical today, and that is called your pre-advising. I always spend a day and talk about pre-advising. Pre-advising is current students going to see their advisor and talking about courses that you need to take for spring. How do you do that? Well, first of all, do I have anybody in here that's my advisors, my advisees? Anybody? I can't remember if I have anybody or not. Well, somebody said something. Okay, Mr. Nicolini, you're one of mine. Who else? Okay, Mr. Nicolini. All right, have you signed up for a time, Mr. Nicolini? Okay, we need to. Have you checked your email? Have you gotten my emails about pre-advising? I sent out one last week and one this week. Did you get one? Yes or no? Okay, I sent 2 emails out. I don't know why you haven't got them. But anyway, what everybody's supposed to do is you should have received an email from your advisor telling you it's time to pre-advise for spring, and you need to go to your Starfish and sign up for a time. I had a student in my last class said the easiest way to do this is to go to the Learn tab, Blackboard, and Starfish. And when you go through those 3 things, it'll automatically go to the calendar of your advisor, and it'll show you the times that they have open for pre-advising signups. Once you sign up, the email will send the advisor the date and time, and then that advisor will either decline because they have a meeting, or they will accept. Most of the time they'll accept it. The reason they decline it, let me explain this. The calendar that does the appointments is very rigid. So you have to say from 1 to 4, October the 6th through October 19th. And then it just blankets 1 to 4, October the 6th through October the 19th, no matter if you've got a meeting or not. And sometimes it covers up, like it covers up 2 of my meetings. So I told my students, I emailed my advisees, and I said, do not sign up for the 6th or the 15th because I have meetings. And so if they decline it, it's not because they don't like you. It's because if they have something that's in the way of that, usually it's a meeting or a class, that they could not section out of the appointments. So if they send a decline, then chances are they'll send you a response back, or they may just decline you and you sign up for another time. Okay, now as far as math goes, you need to remember that what degree you're in. Okay, if you're in an arts degree, then you only need Math 120 and Math 103. If you're in a business ag degree, accounting, business, management, ag, then they want Business Calc 1 and Business Calc 2. Now, since most of y'all are in 111, y'all are going the traditional engineering/science route, which is Math 140 and Math 141. Most majors cover at least to Math 141, but I do know that I think it's computer science, they only cover to Math 140. I think biology, you go to Math 140. I don't know if you go to Math 141 or not, but most of your sciences and your engineerings, they go all the way up to DiffEQ. So does anybody have a question about advising or pre-advising? Anybody got anything for me? Oh, come on. I know y'all didn't know this. Somebody out there didn't know it. Or somebody out there has a question they just don't want to ask. So that means everybody in here has an informative advisor that already sent you an email and an explanation of what you're supposed to be doing. And that I just went over stuff that y'all already knew, right?
I didn't already know that, but.
Okay, good. Did you have any questions, though? Anybody have any questions?
No, sir. I knew, and we signed up for classes. That's October 19th is the final day, or is
yes, that's the day that you actually, the classes will open up.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
And most of y'all will be signing up. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm only telling you this because you might need to know it. I'm teaching 140 in the summer. I teach it every summer. So I'm just saying. And I usually teach it with this kind of format. So you can actually take my class from Sumter, or you can take it from Charlotte, or you can take it from Charleston, or you can take it from Aiken, or you can take it from wherever. So that's something you might want to think about. I do teach it every summer, and it'll be, taught in this format. So you could actually take something else during the spring and take my 140 in the summer if you wanted to. Any other questions? How do you know what you're supposed to take? Well, I'm going to show you right quick. Go to your whatever college you want to transfer to and type in your major or what you think you might want to go into, and then the college, and then maybe hit PDF, because that tells you to go to the curriculum list. Now, I just picked pre-business. I could go into biology and hit enter. And it usually will give you some kind of, undergraduate handbook. Okay, so we're going to go here. And you're going to have to actually find it. Okay, some will take you right to it. Maybe I can go here. Okay, here's biology. It's not, okay, there you go. So here you go. Biological science BS. Entomology goes into what classes. See, they need at least, there's first calc right here. Yeah, biology doesn't require too many calculuses. You can take another statistics or whatever right here. That means whatever math you want to take. And then that's it. So you really don't have a lot of math requirements for biology, but you would if you went into math science. So you go up here and you click on mathematics. And mathematics, table of contents, mathematical sciences. And you see it's in here somewhere.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
No, that's the math courses. BACHELORS. I'm just trying to show y'all, how to find before you go to your advisor. You need to pull up what I'm pulling up, and you need to actually look at. We offer BS. I don't know how you could have a BA, but anyway, BS. And you go through here and you say, okay, I need natural science. I need first variable calculus, and second variable calculus. I need that. I'm going to need third variable calculus, which is Math 206. I'm going to have to get, I'm going to have to get I got to make sure I have English 101 and 102. Make sure I have a lot of it says computer science. That could be CPT 170. Natural science requirement. I'm just going to take biology up here. Biology 101, biology 102 in the spring. CPT 170, CPT 270. Arts and humanities, that would be an art appreciation or a music appreciation. So you be able to knock some of your write some of your classes down before you see your advisor. Okay, does anybody have a major they want me to pull up right quick?
Biological sciences, BA.
Okay, BA, biological sciences. So you go back and type in biological sciences, and then I just put bachelor's, and then you could do, let's see, right here. You just have to look. Some departments are not very user-friendly. Biological science is here. I don't know if they got a BA or a BS. It looks like they only got a BS, but I'm not sure. They're supposed to give you a better rundown. That's not what I want. There's BS. Yeah, see. Okay, here is a BS. And of course, you see there's differential equations. So you get biological sciences, you're going to have to go up to DiffEq probably. That's BS. Let's see if they got a BA. I don't see a BA. Let me type in one more thing. And I'm going to type in Bachelor Arts. It says arts right here, so I don't know. Biological, there it is. Biological sciences. They usually, there you go. Go down. Biological sciences, BA. Right here. And here they are. Okay, I got to take biology 101 and a lab. And I got to take chemistry. I got to take math. I got to take Calc 1. I got to take English. Here, I got to finish my chemistry. So if you hadn't started on chemistry yet, you need to focus on chemistry 110 and 111. English 101, 103, 101 and 102, which is English 103 at Clemson. Here, you only have to take first variable calculus. After that, you could probably take a math 120, which is probability and statistics. Go down here and say, okay, I need to get art, music appreciation. I need to get that in there. I need to take Spanish, social science. I need to take economics. And you can fill out spring semester what you aren't teaching, what you aren't taking right now. That's how you do it. And then you walk in with 5 or 6 courses written down, and you say, well, can I take these classes? Blah, 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 blah. And your pre-advisor, your advisor should say, yeah, that's fine. If he or she's got any input, excuse me, they'll tell you that also. Well, you shouldn't take this course because of this. You haven't finished this yet. You shouldn't take Econ 211. You need to take Econ 210 first. And they'll tell you on things like that. But you got to have something. Please don't go into your advisor meeting going, that's just going to piss the advisor off. Okay? If you walk in there like Patrick Starfish, you're going to get treated like Patrick Starfish. If you go in there and you have your stuff together and you have a notebook with the things that you know you want to take, and you've already got your handout from Clemson on biological sciences BA, then you're going to be treated like a professional student. You're not going to be treated like a Patrick Starfish. Okay? So please do not walk into your advisor meeting with duh. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, can you do biochem? There's a lot of courses that are suggested, but I was told they are required. What's your major, Miss Blinkhorn? What's it going to be? Biochem? Biochemistry. So you would go and you would type in, instead of biological sciences, biochemistry. And hit enter. And there it is. Ding. And you go down here, and now you can pick one. You see something you like, Miss Blinkhorn?
Well, I wanted to major in biochemistry. I think those are just, I was looking into not minoring anything.
Okay. Biochemistry, I would assume biochemistry kind of oh, there it is. Sorry. I didn't see it. Okay, there you go. So you need to be taking, this is what you should be saying to yourself when you pull this up. Okay, careers in bio, I don't think that would be at Clemson unless they offer it here. I don't think they do. That would be offered at Clemson. Okay, biology 101, ding. Chemistry 110, ding. Calculus, ding. I'll take calculus next semester or summer semester after 111. I'll take that, write that down. I'm doing biology 101 this semester. I might need to start on chemistry 110 and take bio 102 next semester, and with chemistry 110, so I can get started on those. I got to take my 106. I need to finish up my speech 205. I need to write that down, and maybe take an econ or a Spanish course or something, because I got to fill out a lot of stuff and later. So, and here's some more. Okay, I took biology 101 and chemistry 110 this semester. So I need to go ahead and sign up for biology 102 and chemistry 111. Finish up my English or my speech, take my calculus 2 or whatever. That would be next semester. And see, you need to write down some of this stuff. But anyway, there it gives you a rundown of. Go ahead. What?
They have me in bio 113, which was the suggested one, and I wasn't sure if that's going to transfer over nicely to Clemson.
Yeah, that's like a bridge. Yeah, that's like a bridge number. Yeah, you're good. If they've got you in bio 113 and chemistry 113 or whatever, that's just the bridge version. It's just that you're going to automatically go into the next one. So yeah, that's the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Well, hopefully that answered some of your questions on pre-advising.
I have a quick question about my major.
Yes, sir.
So instead of taking chemistry in the chemistry lab for my major, which is biological sciences BA, I took a history course, and then so next semester I plan on taking probably history 102, Spanish 101, and then taking a Maymester for like a computer science class. Would that work in completing all of my hours that I need to transfer over to Clemson?
Yeah.
It would?
Yeah. You can take as many courses you want to during the summer, but you know what the catch is, right?
What's that?
You have to pay for it. If you're on scholarship or anything like that, I think you have to pay for summer courses.
Okay.
You have to pay out of your own pocket.
Okay,
and I would suggest you try to take as many synchronized courses as you can, so you don't have to hang around here. And where do you live, Mr. Michelle?
Charleston, South Carolina.
So you could actually take them from Charleston.
Okay, so I could just take them at like the technical school in Charleston, basically.
Or you could take like my Math 140. You could take it from Charleston. You know.
Okay, that's what I might do. Do you teach 120 next semester?
I teach 120 just about every semester. I will know my courses probably in the next when she assigns on the 19th. I'll probably know my courses. So ask me around the 19th, okay?
Okay, yes, sir. That answers my question. Thank you.
Yeah, she doesn't let me know until, and when she assigns, I think she's going to assign my classes around the 19th.
Yes, sir.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Usually the 120s that she wants me to teach are the two that are at 8 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday and Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're probably going to be they're going to be face to face, but I'll probably be teaching them like I'm teaching the ones this semester, like this. But I'll meet on campus 1 day a week, and then I'll be teaching like this format, the synchronous format. So really, you don't have to come on campus. So you could actually take it from Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Michelle, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. So look for the 8 o'clock class at the Anderson campus. There's two of them, and I'm usually teaching both of them. I don't know if she's going to have me teaching both of them this time or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll let you know whenever she lets me know. All right. Okay, I'm going to shut that off.
And that's for your 120 class?
Yeah, 120. And the 140, I think that's going to be during the summer, and it's the only one at the Anderson campus, or it will be the only one asynchronous, like DL asynchronous. The classes that I teach, you'll have like 110 over. Hold on a second. You'll have like, it'll say Math 110, and it'll have the CRN number here, and then it'll have the times, the dates, and then over here it'll say something like DL asynchronous. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That's what you want. For my classes in the future, my department head said I would be teaching mostly these classes. So if you see 140 in the summer and it says DL asynchronous, that's my class. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. All right. So with that being said, and make sure you sign up for the 19th. Have everything ready, because that 140 in the summer, you know, when pre-registration for the summer, that 140 will fill up. Okay, I'm just telling you. All right. So here we go. Go to assignments. And look at here. What does the assignments have on them?
Due dates.
Due dates. That's what y'all been hollering about. Oh, got to have a due date. Got to have a due date. Well, there they are. There's your test. There's your test. You're ready to go. Why do I give you 5 times? Well, I want to make sure everybody makes 100 on that. That way you can't rely on that for, you know, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know, you got 5 times, you can do it. Give you extra time. Both of these tests are made out for 40 to 50 minutes. Okay? That way you have an extra hour or an extra 50 minutes. So everybody should be able to finish it. Somebody have a question?
Yes. Does our review get calculated into our final grade as like a homework percentage?
This review right here, well, yeah, this review does, yes. This review is a test. That's 20% of your grade. You with me?
Yes, sir.
You see, that's the homework right there. So that's all of these homeworks, and all the homeworks that you're going to do, that's 20% of your grade. This is an actual test. Okay, that's a test. that will calculate in as the 80% of your grade with this one and all your other tests. So let's go ahead and look at it. It's got the due date. It's got the time. It's got how many minutes you got to take it. And it's got how many times you got to take it. So there's 3 questions right there you do not have to ask me now. Okay? So I'm not going to pull it up right here. I'm going to pull it up because, now let me go ahead and explain something to you. I'm going to hit the review. I'm just going to show you what happens. It tells you again, you got 24 questions. It's 10 math questions because there's 14 bonus questions. Tells you the date that it's due. Tells you the attempts. Tells you how many questions you got. And then it asks, are you sure you want to start this test? Please don't start a test if there's a thunder lightning storm outside. Please don't start a test if your battery is low and you don't have a charge cord. Please don't start your test and then try to start up your wireless with another wireless thing like going from your car to your house. Don't do stuff like that. Because what is Murphy's Law? Come on, somebody tell me what Murphy's Law is.
If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong.
Exactly. And that means I'm gonna take my test and I'm going to do 15 questions and then I'm going to get off my hotspot and I'm going to get on our wireless internet at home. Dumb idea. Okay? Please don't do stuff like that. Now, when you start this test, if you go outside of the test after you start it, does anybody know what happens?
It submits the test.
It kicks you out and you can't access another test and you cannot access homework, and it will tell me as an instructor that you went outside of the test. Why would you go outside of the test during a test?
To cheat.
There you go. So please don't email me. You already got caught cheating, okay? So what's worse than getting caught cheating?
Lying.
Lying about it. So don't lie about it. Just say I went outside the test. Your cursor, okay? I'm gonna show you here in just a second. Let me get out of this. Okay, I'm gonna pull up what the test looks like, but I'm gonna pull it up through the assignment manager. Yes, or clicking outside of the window, Ms. Holcomb. So I'm gonna pull up the test. Where is the test? And here's the algebra review test, preview. Okay, you can't go through preview. This is what your test looks like. And if you click out of this, if you click out of it, like if you minimize it and then click on to homework, it's going to close you out. If you click out of it and click on to Khan Academy, which I wouldn't because he repeats himself like 5,000 times, okay, then it's gonna lock you out. You're not going to be able to finish it. It's going to send me a message that's going to say this student clicked out of their test. The best thing for you to do is to write me an email and say, please give me access of the test. Do you need to say any more? No. Now, if you do it more than 3 or 4 times, I'm going to start deducting points. Have I ever had to do this? No. I've been teaching online with online tests for about 15 years. Do people cheat? Yeah. I mean, you're going to have 1 or 2 losers in every group that's going to cheat. Okay? Cheating is when you have somebody take your test or if you help each other. But I don't mind students helping each other because that's a good way to learn. And you can use your notes and stuff like that. That's not cheating. But when you have somebody do it for you, that's cheating. And I realize that there's 1 or 2 that does that. But Okay. Yes, if you click outside, yes. If you click outside the test, when I pull it up, when you pull up your test, it'll look like this. If you click out of this area, it's going to lock you out. So I would suggest putting your music on something on another device and play it, or have it playing and just not mess with it. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with anything. You start your music, you start the test, you finish the test, then you can go back to your music. Okay? So do not click outside of the test. Always take the highest grade, yes. Always take the highest grade off all your tests. So if you take it 5 times and you make 100 the first time, you don't need to take it 4 other times. Okay? All right, so here's the first question. Does Hubert replace your lowest test grade with a final exam grade? No way, no how. I give you bonus questions on the test. I give you time to do your homework. I give you 3 attempts or 5 attempts on a test, takes the highest of the grade. I give you a week to take the test. Don't ask me for extra credit or to drop your lowest test grade. I'm not going to do it. I'm already giving you a whole bunch. I'm just going to go through and show you. Okay, I got a horizontal shift of 3 to the left. 3 to the left would be B probably. Next, 20, the only one that equals 100. Decide whether the relationship defined by is a function. It is not a function because the vertical line test hits twice. The domain is from 1 to infinity. Infinity. And the range is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Next. If you miss a question on a test and believe it is correct, if you want to challenge a question, what do? You throw a tantrum, you call 5 or 6 times, you send several emails with one saying hello. Yeah, I will not respond to any of those. Okay? I will respond to B. Okay? This one has 24 what? Oh, how many questions? This one has 24. And 14 of them are bonus and 10 of them. This is a review. So I'm really giving you a good grade here. Okay. Use translations. What is this one doing? Well, this is a cubic function and it's got a horizontal shift of 2 to the left. So 2 to the left. And vertical shift, horizontal shift 2 to the left. I like that. I like this one. They've improved that one. Oh God, it used to be awful. I hope they do this some more. Okay. Check answer. Yes, that's right. Go ahead. Got a vertical shift, a horizontal shift of 5 to the right. Okay, it's not supposed to stack them like that, but no, I don't like these. I don't like these at all. Okay, that means vertical shift, horizontal shift, 5 to the right. These are the ones I don't like. Okay, so that's how you do that one. A student does not complete a homework assignment. What grade will that student get? Now, there's about 4 of these questions on each test. They all having to do with zeros. Does anybody know why I've got 4 questions on the test and it talks about zeros for incomplete work? Does anybody want to have any input on that?
Because some moron keeps asking.
Exactly. You're right. Exactly what you just said. somebody at the end of the semester will come to me and say, well, I had an A average on my test. Yeah, but you didn't do any of the homework. And the syllabi and the handouts say that you have a copy of on Teams, on the MyLabs Plus, and on your email, and on Blackboard. All of them say 70 to 80% test and 20% homework, or 15 to 20% homework. Okay, and I said 20. And I even ask you that question on the bonus. I say, what is the homework? Okay. In the past test on MyLabs Plus for me, haven't told you whether you get the question right. It tells you after the due date. It tells you which numbers you got wrong, but it won't show you until after the due date. Okay. Yeah, I'm only doing this because this is my instructor page. I don't want to have to. I want to check the answers as I go, so you can see what the answer is. So that's why I do it this way. The other way, if I went through the student version, I'd have to wait until after the test was over to find out what I did wrong or right. This is instructor. Okay, 0. But yeah, I'll get some student at the end of the semester. I didn't know that zeros went in for incompletes. Bull crap. You answered all these questions. You know it. I know, I'm a bastard. All right, use the graph of y is equal to graph the function f of x minus 4. Well, that's the vertical shift because it's not inside the parentheses with the x. So that would be a minus 4, which looks like a. Next, the most missed bonus question, and I have yet to figure out how people miss this question. But I have had, the worst was a class of 30 students. I had 6 people miss this question. I want somebody to tell me how you missed this question. Like you said, being a moron. My brother-in-law uses that word, my ex-brother-in-law, but he's still my brother-in-law because me and my ex-wife, we married brother and sister. So my sister married my wife's brother, so he's still my brother-in-law. Anyway, I know, it's a telephone pole. Anyway, he calls people morons all the time. So, Mr. Shaw, is that your favorite word? It's his favorite
One
word.
of many.
One of many? Okay. Well, I still don't, somebody still hadn't told me how you get this wrong, but somebody got this wrong. I don't know how. Okay, we did this the other day. I think we did. I can't remember. It might have been college algebra. Increasing from negative infinity to, looks like 4. And remember, with increasing and decreasing, there is no brackets. Okay, function is decreasing from 7 to infinity. And it's constant from 4 to 7. Four, 7. The domain is all real numbers from negative infinity to positive infinity. And the range is from negative infinity to 6. And that gets a bracket because it goes up to 6. What should a student do if something happens and they are out of school for a while? Like a funeral, a high school event that you travel, or a wreck. Somebody needs to communicate. No, you wait till a week after grade turn in and have your mother call me. That usually does the trick. The only one with United States in front of it. Blame it on the post office. Okay, we got a vertical shift of -3. The domain is all real numbers. This is the one I told you you can't get these wrong. All real numbers. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Range is from, looks like what? -3 to infinity. Although covered in the handouts, what's the best way to communicate with Hubert? Now it's Teams, but it used to be cell phone, but now it's Teams. Write the set 3 in set the interval notation. So that's going to be bracket 3, comma 5 parenthesis, and that's going to match up with this. So 3 is a bracket. So it looks like B. And that looks like a negative and a positive. So negative and positive would be B. When does the homework terminate? Toward the end of the unit. In your grade book, to find your final grade after you've completed all assignments. Well, that's back when MyLabs Plus just showed grade book and you had to hit overall grade to find your grade. Now they've defaulted. Do you know why they've defaulted it to overall grade? Because they got tired of people asking, how you find your final grade? So they got tired of telling people to hit overall grade. So they've defaulted it to overall grade now. That's an old question. If you look at your overall grade one day and it has decreased from several days ago, what has happened? D is also a possible answer. Why does Hubert not entertain extra credit, extra points, dropping any grades? One of y'all will write me an email the last day of class telling me that you have an 89.2 and you need extra points. Will I reply? No, because you've had plenty of time to make extra points with these 3 times. Instead of making an 88 on the test, you needed to take it 2 more times and make a 96 on it. So no, I don't do this. I don't even respond. If you make incomplete assignments and Hubert puts a 0 in the grade, what does that 0 do to your grade? Decreases it for that person that's not going to do homework this semester. Using the variable x, write the interval in set builder notation. So x is between -8, -8 less than x less than -3. Actually, yeah, that's right, -3, and it should be right. And the last question, if you take several forms of Hubert's Unit 1 test or unit test, how is it counted? He takes the highest grade and drops the lowest. Submit test. I made 100. Everybody should make 100 on this test. All right, review test. You can review test. You can review test through your grade book after the due date. All right, or it might be after you turn it in. You just have to look and see. I'm pretty lenient on that, so you just have to check it. I'm going to take the last few minutes, the last 5 minutes of class, and let you look over. Let's see, what time's class in? 12:10? No. Oh, 12:35. We good. All right, so now we're going to look at the Unit 1 test. This time you only got 3 tries. And you've got 1 week to take it, and I don't know how many problems. Let's look at it. No, I'm just going to look at it this way. There's 27 questions, so that means 14 are bonus. And I'm not going to do all these because I don't have time to pull up the calculator and everything. So we'll just talk about how you do it. This, of course, is a calculator problem. So I'm not going to, you can write it down right quick and try it on your calculator. If you want to give me 4 decimal places, I'll do it for you. Type it in, give me 4 decimal places for somebody that's doing it. Anybody? Okay, I guess we'll just go to the next problem then. Of course, that's a bonus question. It's not supposed to do this. It's not supposed to, but I'm not in a student version. I'm in my version. Tangent of pi over 3. Well, first thing you're going to do, what's pi over 3? Pi over 3.
60 degrees.
Times 180 over pi, 60 degrees. Special angle, 60 degrees. And that's the 60 right here. So that's going to be opposite. Square root 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to do sine. What do they want? They want the tangent, sine, cosine, tangent. I'm trying to do everything in a hurry, so y'all just have to tangent. It's going to be Oscar had a hunk of apple, so that's going to be square root 3. So you would type in the square root of 3 and check it. Did anybody get the first one? Oh, come on. Y'all there? Hello?
Yes, sir. We're here.
I have no idea what just happened.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
I don't know. My screen just went black. I don't know. So let's try to finish up. Okay, that's 100% correct. Can y'all still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that did anybody get that first one with the calculator? Anybody? Good gracious, y'all, it ain't that hard. Make sure it's in degree mode. Cosine of negative 4.5619. 4.5619. Oh no, don't do it now, Mr. Parrish. I'm already done it now. I'm just kidding. 0.9968. How many places? 4.9968. Dang old ask people to do it. Dang old y'all don't do it. Then I start typing it in. Then y'all want to give me the answer. 0.9968 and 0.9968. Okay, 9969. I didn't look at the last one. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know. I guess they want it in radians. I guess you have to put it in radian mode. They don't tell you that. Somebody do radian mode and tell me what you get. That's all right. I'll do it. Mode. Radian. Second. Enter. Enter. Negative 14.99. Negative 14.99. Oops. Negative 0.1499. There it is. They want it in radians. Thanks for telling us. Appreciate that. Appreciate the directions. Anyway.
So should we put our calculator in radian mode then?
For this one, yes, but not for all of them. And in fact, that's what I'm saying. I'm making a big deal because they should have put some, reference to radians. That's just my opinion. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. I'm running out of time. Overall grade. This is one we did in class. We did one like this in class. That's 90 degrees. So you can actually figure this up here. You've got 20.4 miles an hour. Another ship leaves the same port. At speed 16.1 miles an hour. 4 miles an hour, 4 hours, you got to multiply. So that's going to be 4 times 16.1. So that bottom leg is 64.4. So this bottom leg down here is 64.4. Top leg is 20.4. So I'm going to hit second, enter. I'm going to put 20.4. And that leg is 81.6. So actually you could do the Pythagorean theorem and you could say raised to the second power plus 64.4 raised to the second power. And then raise that to the 0.5 power. 103.95, 104. Using Pythagorean theorem. Maybe I should go back and change some of these to more difficult problems. What happens if we input an answer in a test, but it wanted radians instead of degrees? I will be lenient, but that's why you have to make a note about these homework problems, because I grabbed these from the homework. So, yes, Miss Holcomb, that's why I use that, because a lot of calculators, you have to go and find the square root. Okay, remember this, Miss Holcomb? I'm sorry, yeah, Miss Holcomb. I'm sorry, I know somebody named Miss Holcomb and somebody named Holbrook, and I want to switch Holbrook and Holcomb. I don't know why I've got a fixation on that, but I all the time want to call somebody Miss Holbrook. I don't understand why I do that. All right, so remember this, back a long time ago, x to the 1/2 is equal to the square root of x to the first power. Remember that? That rule? Yep. So anytime you want to take the square root of something, you just raise it to the 0.5 power. That's what a lot of calculus teachers will do that, because you have to actually hit second and then go find the square root symbol or the third root or the fourth root you have to make up. So it's easier just to raise it to the power. Okay, so cosine of pi over 3. We said that pi over 3 was 60 degrees. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go in and change this. These are too easy. So that's going to be 60 degrees, which is 1 square root of 3, 2. Oscar had a hunk. A hunk will be 1 over 2. Plus 1/2. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all do that one, but convert the following degree measure into radian measure. Well, that would be 83. Well, I don't know if they want to, it says the following, so we're going to leave it as a decimal. So that'd be 85.23 degrees over 1. What is wrong with my, I think the cats have been in here playing with my, there we go. Multiplied by, this is not right. That's what's wrong. Yeah, the cat's been in here playing with my stuff. Multiplied by pi over 180. And the degrees cancel. So that's going to be 85.23 divided by 180 times pi. And if somebody will do that for me, I had this thing fixed, and now it's all messed up. Like I said, y'all know whose fault it is. What's 85.23 divided by 180? Is that 0.4735? So 0.4735 pi, or multiply that by pi. I don't see a pi down here. So we might need to multiply it by pi. Let me see what happens when I type in pi. Somebody multiply that times pi for me. 1.488. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Winchester. But next, does Hubert replace your lowest test grade with your final exam? No way, no how. I actually had a guy, he was a deadhead. He couldn't even bring stuff to class. This was like 3 semesters ago in a 120 class. And he said, I thought you said on the test that you drop your lowest test grade with the exam grade. I didn't reply. Anyway, as Mr. Shaw says, morons. Find exact, okay, I'm not going to type all these in. Oscar had. Okay, Oscar had be PM. So that'd be P over M. And that's how you fill that out. I'm going to do the first 3, and it's only going to give me partial credit. Oscar had a hunk, RM, R over M, of apple would be P over R. I should get half that right. Okay, it won't let me. Okay, let me go ahead and redo it. M over P, M over P, M over R. Yeah, I need to change this test. R over P. There you go. Don't y'all want to be a little bit more challenged? Toward the end of the unit.
I think this is pretty challenging.
Yeah. Good answer, Mr. Michelle. No, I'm good. I just want to settle for the status quo, right? I just want to be average the rest of my life, right? Okay. All right, 48, 28, 3. Now, of course, you got to divide by 60 and divide by 3,600 or divide by 60 on both. Somebody change it on your calculator right quick and give me 3 decimal places, please. The way you would do that, if you don't know yet, you type in 44, second app, degrees, 28, second app, minutes, and then 3. And where is the quotation? Is it above the divide? I can't see. Where is the quotation? No, it's above the plus. Hit alpha. There you go. And if you hit enter, it should change it into decimals. And I bet you somebody goes, wow, I didn't know that. 44.468. 44.468. Now, when you change it from degrees to minutes and minutes to degrees, it doesn't matter which one. Average gets a degree, right? I don't know what that means. Check. You have to explain that, Mr. Nicolini. I'm not going to get the context of your question. Average gets a degree, right? I don't understand that. Rephrase. It's not important. Okay. Suppose that you are headed toward a plateau 49 meters high. If the angle of elevation to the top of the plateau is 10 degrees, how far are you from the base? Okay, take our handy dandy piece of paper. Oh gosh, I'm about wore out. I've already went over, this is my 4th test today I've gone over today. It's just rough being intelligent, I'm telling you. All right, suppose you're headed toward a plateau 49 meters high. If the angle of elevation to top is 10 degrees, how far are you? I want my adjacent. I got my opposite. Oscar had a hunk of apple. Tangent, 10 degrees, is equal to, Oscar had a hunk of apple. Multiply both sides by A. And divide by 10. Somebody type that in the calculator for me. Put it in degree mode, please. Okay, 75.57. I guess that looks good enough for government work. 75.575. Okay, Miss Holcomb, you're a loser.
2 decimal places, not 3.
Oh, I suck. Miss Holcomb, I'm a loser. I drank for drinking vodka all morning. Nope, still ain't got it right. Somebody check and see if it's in degree mode. Please. It's going to be at such a shallow angle, it's going to be more than 75 feet or 75 meters. 277.89. Thank you, ma'am. 277.89. I feel better about that one. We feel good about ourselves. Convert the following radian measure into degree measure. Pi over 4 multiplied by 180 over pi, 45. Should be 45. And I know you can't see it, but you should be able to do your own. Now, of course, your test is not going to look exactly like this test. It's going to be different, but pretty much it's going to be about the same. I guess you type in tangent of 0 and tangent of pi over 2 and see which one matches, I guess. Use a calculator to approximate the value of S in the interval 0 to pi over 2. 0 to pi over 2 is in the first quadrant. Oh, they want to know the angle? So take the inverse tangent of that number. So second function, inverse tangent. I think I'm reading the question right. Oh shoot. Make sure it's in radian. Let's see what mode I'm in. Degree mode. And I'm going to take the inverse tangent of 0.2582, 0.2582, 0509. I really am about to quit. Like I said, 4 tests, it's getting old. Today, round to 4 decimal places, 14,4778. 14,4478, was that it? 4778. Okay, somebody help me out. Did I do something wrong? Anybody? Did I type it in wrong? 0.2582, 0.2582, 0509. See, it was 779. Okay, I must be doing something wrong on that one. Point.
Is it because
0.2527. What?
Tangent negative in the second quadrant?
This is the first quadrant.
Yeah, but it's between that interval, right? And that's the. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. My fault.
Yes, first quadrant. Well, 2527. I'm ready. Y'all can tell when I get. That's it. They want it in radian mode. Does it say? Oh, pi over 2 is radians.
Right?
Pi over 2 is radians. What'd you say, Mr. Wexler?
I said even on that first one, when it says tan S equals, it doesn't give us a degree. So should we always assume that that would be in radians then?
Yeah, that's what you got to assume. I think they should. Yeah, that's why. So 2527. I will be lenient with you on those because, like I said, let me move on. I got to hurry. I'm already late. Yeah, we're already late. No, I got 5 minutes. Okay, the only one that equals 100, and there's your 20% homework, 10% quizzes. I don't do quizzes except for those quizzes and homework. They count. 50 and 7. That's 70% test. If you have an incomplete assignment, Hubert puts a 0 in for that grade. What does it do to your final grade? It decreases it. The altitude of Mount Peak is measured as following an altitude of 14,573. Okay, from here it's 14,573. That's really irrelevant right now. The straight line distance to the peak of the mountain, to this mountain, is 27. So subtract the 2 and you get this right here. And then you have an elevation of 511 right here. So you've got somebody subtract that distance from me. Subtract 2708. No, wait a minute. That's not a comma. Oh my gosh, you got to change it. Let me read this. At an altitude of 400, the straight line distance to the peak. Oh, okay, I see it. So you've got 27.0831 miles, and then you got an angle of 5.11 degrees. The height of the mountain. Well, the height of the mountain, let's see, this is going to be, you got to change everything to feet. The height of the mountain, let's say 14,573, 14,573. Well, that could be transferred over here. 14,573. So we got to change 27. So multiply 27.0831. Multiply that by 5,280. Somebody do that for me. 5,280.
You ready for the number?
Yes.
142998.768.
That's how many feet is right there. Okay. Okay, they want to know the height. So technically, you could do probably Oscar had, this you want Oscar had. So that's going to be sine of 511 is equal to O over that BA number, 142998. Let's just make it a 9. I'm not going to do all those decimals. Multiply 142999 times the sine of 511 and put it in degree mode, and somebody give me that number. Just give me to the whole, because I'm not going to worry about those decimals. Y'all can worry about that when you're doing the whole, when you're doing it on the calculator. Sine of 5 degrees, 5.11 degrees multiplied by, you got 27,310. Is that what y'all got? I can't get my dadgum overhead, my document cam. Okay, so that's 27,310. And somebody add that to 14,573, please. What do you get? 27,310, 883, 30, 42, 41, 41, 8, 41, 8, 83. Somebody help me out. I wish y'all would stop doing that. Okay. 12,736. 12, 736, and then you add 12,736, and that gives you 27,310 for the total. 27,310 for the total. Now mine's probably going to be wrong. If somebody's got the actual decimals, please. It says round to the nearest foot. Is it 27,310 or 27,311? 27,310, let's see. Wrist 27,310. Okay, let me see what's left. I want you to write these down. Here we go. Maybe there'll be bonuses. Yep. Communication. Okay, write that one down right quick so you'll have it. Just write it down and write down the numbers until they want to know. Find the distance traveled by the whale as it approaches the lighthouse. So, an observer at the top of the lighthouse begins watching a whale when the angle of the whale is 16. And then it gets to 30. If the height of the lighthouse is blah, blah, find the traveled by the whale as it approaches, they're going to want these two distances right here. We did one like this, only it was turned the other direction. Okay, next one. That's the bonus question. If you miss a question and you want to challenge it on a test, you send emails to me saying hello. You call my office 4 or 5 times, scream and throw a tantrum, and I will not reply to any of those, but I will reply to meet me after class. And although, when is the best way to communicate with Hubert? Cell phone. And write that one down. Subtracting degrees. 90 minus 55, 45, 43. And you can watch this video and hit pause. And last one, or the next to last one, email address and phone number. And if you take several forms, he takes the highest. And you hit submit, and you made a 92 because you skipped 2. All right, and you feel good about yourself. Let me go ahead and take the roll. Shut down the recording.